Welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today we're going to do who has you on their mind and why. Who's got you on their mind? I just repeated myself. Love it. As you know, TikTok is going down, down, down. So please be sure to subscribe. I'm going to start going live on here and on Instagram. So follow me on my Instagram as well. MessagesFromTheDivine with an extra E at the end. I will never reach out to message you for readings or anything like that. So if you ever get DM'd or do not get scammed, it's not me. I have 4 piles today. Shocking, I know. Usually just have 3. So I do have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll kind of annotate whichever one is which here. And as always, close your eyes, tune in, and ask to be shown which one is best for you. You may pick more than one. It's totally fine. Do what your heart calls you to. Oh yeah, okay, let's get into it. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. We're gonna find out who's got you on their mind and why. Super excited. My cat is laying on your pile, but got it. Okay, so I did pull some cards oh. Oh, not the victim. Off to a wild, incredible start. Love that. Okay, I did pull some cards. And I also have some tarot too I was gonna say to compromise. To compromise is crazy. I feel like that's a sign though, especially this victim energy, because immediately off the bat I'm getting someone to act like the victim when they actually left you victimized. You know, they also, I do feel like they're kind of feeling guilty for whatever has gone down in a state of regret, but they also feel like self-limitation, self-sabotage, self-punishment, and it feels like they're kind of in this round and roundabout in their life, not even just with you. It feels like this is just who they are, where they leave people hurt and they hurt themselves inadvertently to just keep this narrative going of feeling not enough or feeling, that's even just a blanket. That's not really only what it is. It's not about not being enough. It's about just being incapable. Anyway, let's just jump right into it, I guess. Okay, victim, avenger, addict. Oh, I feel like this is someone that you tried to help too. I do feel like they're trying to do better now. However, I feel like they're in the early stages of recovery. So to me, it feels like they haven't actually made a complete 180 life shift yet. They still feel like it's like when you dip so low, you have nowhere to go but up. I feel like they're kind of like a step or two up from the lowest point. But I definitely feel like you walking away or you making the decision to say goodbye is one of the biggest things. They also could struggle with addiction. It could have been difficult for them to admit that. They maybe never wanted to admit it, but I feel like they kind of have to. Something happened. I don't know if they had a wake-up call during one of these things, but to me it feels like they woke up to what they did wrong. And it's interesting because it actually feels like them being this way is, especially if they are soulful or have a deep soul connection, or even just in life, they're meant for something bigger. They could feel like they had a big purpose here. It almost feels like going into the depths of the underworld and building themselves back up on their own, not for anyone else, because I do feel like they had a previous relationship or a previous partner, even a mother energy who tried to intervene and stop, and they just kept doing what they were doing. And to me, it feels like something happened to where they were kind of, again, hit to the lowest low, and now they're on a step or two up and they're rebuilding. Venus could have been a past lover. It definitely feels like it was a past lover. Obviously, a lot of love shared. Venus is a planet of love, creativity, and sensuality. This planet is associated with endless amounts of tender love, cuddle, love notes, and gifts. That's another thing too. I feel like your guys' love was like a whirlwind, or it was deep, very I feel like you guys had a deep soul connection as well. I feel like it was very difficult for them to feel like they're not changing, you know? It's like it's gonna be really important for you to not perceive they would rather stay the same and lose me. It wasn't that simple, it wasn't that easy. I feel like they had to recognize and confront their own addictive behaviors. Oh, I see the 9 of Swords poking out. It was not easy for them. I feel stuck. Love doesn't feel like enough. See, that's the thing. You scare the shit out of me. I feel like, because I'm feeling into their energy, they're looking at you. That one song, Nobody Can Drag Me Down by One Direction, is playing in my head. However, with that, they were dragging you down, whether you could see it or not. You may have felt like, no, they weren't. I wanted to be there to help them. They had to help themselves. It's like one of those things where, as painful as it is, and as much as you may have felt like you were doing a disservice by pulling away, it actually was a thing that was necessary, because they almost don't like being pitied either. Like, they wouldn't view themselves as like, if they knew people were like kind of feeling guilty for them or bad for them, they'd be like, what? Anyway, you scare the shit out of me. I want to be more than friends. My intentions can be selfish at times. I do feel like they lied about it, or lied about when they were on it, if you will. And I feel like that affected you. Because there's just something to where it's like you accepted them, but then something became enough is enough. My intentions can be selfish. Sometimes I've been having regrets. I feel like they're in a deep life review. And honestly, the Saturn and Pisces energy could have been something that was a Kickstarter for recognizing and confronting their own addictive behaviors. Another thing too, the nodes just moved into Pisces and Virgo. They're going to have to get real, you know, with themselves and not escape life anymore. 9 of Swords, Temperance. Yeah. Balance and moderation is going to be one of their main efforts. This is the thing. Do I feel like, what I feel like you have to heal is feeling like you need to save someone because you wish that someone would have saved your parent when you were a child, so you would have had a different outcome. Because to me, it feels like, thinking about in terms of reconciliation, they feel like they have such a long journey ahead and you don't have to sacrifice yourself to stick around while they figure that out. Because I feel like by the time they even get to the point where you're like projecting them being fully recovered and on the up and up, you guys are just gonna be, you were a match to the wounds, who they're becoming. You don't feel like you'd be a match. I don't feel like you guys would literally be attracted to each other anymore. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I just don't feel like you guys would be attracted to each other anymore. They have a hard time feeling bad about things because, like, they feel bad for sure. I just feel like they have a hard time getting into that depth of emotion because they were to carry so much weight. That's why they were the way that they were, you know? I feel like they owe someone something. I also feel too, they're gonna be like their own demise. Temperance, they had to find balance and moderation. They may be trying to find that as well. I feel like deep down they never really felt enough for you. I need these cards over here. Oh, hey, let me see. Oh, okay. What's my opposite energy? Oh, Scorpio. That would make sense. Soulmate. Yeah, I do feel like you guys we're meant to come into each other's lives. Great source of power. I'm literally hearing we could have had it all. Rolling in the Deep by Adele. I'm sorry for accusing you of things you didn't even do. I'm so used to people hurting me. I assumed you were just trying to hurt me too. I should have treated you better. I also feel too, I just want to treat you better. Rufus Du Sol is playing my head. I also feel too, they felt, you feel bad for how you treated them because I feel like you have a different perspective or realize that something wasn't personal. But it's like a true disease, you know? This pile is going to be a very specific message, clearly. Tumultuous lives, yeah. Even with fulfilled, I feel like they're still around things that will trigger them to go back. Like, do I feel like they're fully recovered? No. I feel like they're still battling and going back and forth with the fact that they have to find balance and moderation. I feel like they've lived a long time excusing their behavior or not viewing it as a problem or an issue, and it is. It's manifesting as a lot of anxiety, overwhelm, overthinking, paranoia. They don't feel healthy either. Like, they just don't feel healthy. It's sad because I really do feel like you were meant to, you know what's fucked up? And I've never really seen it this way. I'm sorry to cuss. It kind of feels like okay, it's super, super, super layered, okay? Let me see one thing. If they wouldn't have gone down the path that they did, I feel like you guys would have been a perfect match for each other. It's almost like you guys had been feeling into each other's energy as young children or even teenagers, you know? Like feeling into what love was like. Because you guys feel like there's like a lot of similarities or a lot of soul connection, even soul tie type of vibe that you guys have. Very connected, right? So like if they didn't go down a certain path, it would have worked beautifully, but I feel like they chose this path for whatever reason because of, it's like where you live under free will, you know? So like something, yes, can be distant or faded, but But if you're doing things that go against what you're destined for, or like even if you struggle with addiction, you're on a completely different timeline, you know? But it's all meant to come back to whatever, to lead you back to yourself, hopefully, if not this life, then the next. What was the other thing that I was gonna say? Oh yeah, and I also feel like it's for you to recognize and see too, to break out of your own if you feel like victim to the situation. Because I'm literally saying from my own past life where I struggled with things, you know, and when a loved one of mine passed away, anyway. So that's what I'm saying. Like now being on the other side of it, maybe you're going through this situation or this experience to understand what it's like to be in the role that you're in. And also on a soul level, understand where they're at too, which is why I feel like you have understanding for them and you do not judge them or belittle them or make them feel any type of way. But when it got to the point where it was affecting you and others, I feel like that's when you had to kind of draw the line. Ultimately, you were right for drawing the line whenever you did, because it was never going to change. And I feel like in the beginning, you didn't realize how bad something was or even that it was a thing at all. And then over time you realize, and I really do feel like it sucks because how they were, like, a lot of the time where it's like you guys were the closest, they feel like they were kind of just let go of blame too, self-blame. Why do they have you on their mind? I just want you to know how much I miss you and how much you mean to me. It's been difficult moving on without you, but I'm waiting for the perfect time to return. I'm trusting in the process. Patience. Oh, just lighting. So yeah, they could intend to, I do think they intend to return, but they also just feel so emotionally, energetically out of balance, and it feels like my hormones are like all out of place. Yeah, juggling. My hormones are all crazy. Unable to make decisions based on a few confused emotions. Balancing. That's interesting, juggling and balancing. I'm trying to balance the scales of my life and of our connection. I took from you more than you were able to give, and I used you for my own benefit. I now understand this was unhealthy and unfair to you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I do think they're having a wake-up call for sure. It just feels like it's going to be important for you, like what your guides are wanting you to know is still remain connected to you in your own life, in your own progression. You can feel one way about it and also know that it's time to keep moving forward. And I feel like that's what's happening right now because their energy unconsciously and consciously depletes you. They just feel stuck. They're gonna have to clear all this out, you know? I love you so much. Thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe. I post new videos every week, especially because TikTok's going down, so I'll be here all the time. And follow me on Instagram too. I also have personal readings available down below. Fast turnaround time, so look into that if you want to. Love you. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Super excited to get into who has you on their mind and why. Ooh, this one feels exciting. Okay, let's see. I did pull some cards. Shapeshifter. All right. They're definitely, even with this, I'm getting they're trying to visualize you into their life or start to create scenarios with you in their life. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Colby Calais playing my head. Hermit. Scribe. Networker. They could be a friend of a friend right now or know you or trying to get more intel on you. I even feel too, for some of you, it's like they're writing letters to you before they actually met you. Writing letters they're never gonna send. Third eye chakra. Come to me. This could also be like your soulmate type of vibe counterpart who's ready for you or calling you in right now. Third eye chakra, come to me. Mercury, yeah, there's something about a specific message or they're gonna say something specific. I don't feel like you know them yet. I don't feel like you know each other yet. This is crazy. With Shapeshifter, Hermit, Scribe, and Networker. Or this is someone who saw you, but you didn't see them. Why did you leave? This could have been like a misconnection too. Yeah, they're trying to figure out who you are. Like if you have mutuals, what your name is. Like, to me, I feel like third eye chakra, they felt you before they met you, and then they met you, and it's like, whoa. With come to me, Mercury, someone is audibly speaking and luring your energy in. It doesn't feel scary though. It feels like someone that you'd want to be with. Why did you leave? I love your body. Could be at the gym. I feel you're a wife, husband material. I've been trying to distract myself from feelings. This is someone that, 3 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles too. You feel like this could be feminine energy. Also, take it how it resonates. Or you could be the feminine energy who seems to be just with your friends, just live, laugh, loving in your independent era and doing well. I will say, I feel like they're trying to like wrap it off. Like, no, this is it real or just another crush? Crush by David Archuleta. Yeah. They're going to be talking to you more, texting more, especially with Mercury. Come to me, third eye chakra. Even then, I'm connecting to who you are. Red Ochre Site too. Healing past. It's like calling in romance too. Again, shapeshifter. It's like they're literally connecting to you ethereally. They feel like integral. Again, this could have been someone from the gym. Or someone that, or they're going to act like they didn't know you and they did know you. Okay, wait. Tell me about this person. Who has pile 2 on their mind? Balancing. Libra energy could be significant. Wants to undo wrongs and do right by you. Understanding what you put in, you get out. Okay. Aquarius. Naughty thoughts. I can't help but want you physically and mentally. You're all I think about when I'm alone and lost in my thoughts. The thought of you drives me insane. Okay, they could need to fucking pump the brakes a little bit. Very attracted to you. Let's just put that there. But they're trying to connect to someone else to connect to you. Especially with networker. This is so subtle. Like you wouldn't know they were feeling this way, but they do. Aquarius, cosmic love. Yeah, they don't know you, but they know you. I acted like I didn't care, but I did. I just needed my time and space to think on my own. My cat's trying to get in here. The thing is, again, they act like they don't know you, but they do know who you are. They saw you on social media. Like, there's just something where they've seen you before. They'll act like they don't know you, but they do. No, definitely not. Ghosted. Maybe you could have ghosted them. I feel like you don't know them, though. Family ties. Could be family friends. Okay, let's see. My cat trying to get in is really distracting me. No. 10 of Cups. Yeah, what is this family connection? Who is this? I almost said part 2. I feel like there's also someone else who fucked up and they're using their, I don't know if they're using their family to connect with you, but kind of. Because now I feel like a whole new energy where it's like, please don't go. And you're just doing you. Queen of Wands, High Priestess. Especially if someone made a dumb decision and put you in between another. Yeah, so not only do you have a new energy who, it's like, I just haven't met you yet. It's like a soulmate, a literal soulmate. I do feel like it's calling you in or trying to, again, come to me. You also could be doing the same thing where it's like, I'm ready for you, come to me. And there's this past energy who's like, wait, no, please. And they're also trying to lure you back in. Probably even with that naughty thoughts, accidentally doing, or even consciously, intentionally, because I actually wouldn't put it past this past person to, they don't feel naive to me. They feel very intentional. They feel like they know what they're doing. They feel like mastermindy type of energy. They feel like using the O method. What is with the 2, Miss Girl? What is it? The Ferk? Okay, watch out. Especially with shapeshifter, I feel like they're literally trying to like something into being. Especially with Tower moments, yeah. I feel my life is falling apart and being pulled apart. No matter what I tried to build, things keep crumbling around me. I wish you were here to help. You're the only thing solid in my life. It's not going to be easy for this person to move on, but neither here nor there. Not anyone's problem, but theirs, right? Okay. And then also with the High Priestess, I will say that I can feel like they can feel energetically, especially... They can feel energetically like you're moving on, you're letting go, and you're looking fucking good too. And I do feel like it's weighing pretty heavy on them, especially with the no, definitely not, and ghosted. I will say they should have fought harder, but I do feel like you're at the position where you're like, thank God they didn't, because that would have been a no-go. Would have been a no-go. It's like they won't accept the truth that it's over, but it should have, they ended, what? The world, it's literally over. Oh, it's over and done. Dead and gone. You've always looked good to them. You know, it's never the thing. However, knowing how much better you look now, it's kind of like a, this was hard. 2 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. What is this? Three of Swords. Isn't that funny how I didn't see it? Three of Wands reversed. Why are there so many feminine energies here? This could even have been old friends too. I don't feel them as hard, but I will say that, like I said it, so there's a reason for that. They also could be watching you through your friends too. The T word, I can't show it, I don't think, because there's a, you know, a pow pow. Triggered. People, places, and things remind them of you. Like they just can't move forward. But I feel like that would shock you because there's been no contact, no communication, no nothing. They did that on purpose because they weren't actually able to handle what the relationship was. What's up with all this distraction? Animals can be significant too, especially with all the distractions too. You guys could have shared an animal together, or an animal that you guys had together misses you. I do feel like they're trying to like won't send signals and like call you back in or figure out what you're doing. So you're just gonna have to keep sending it away, especially if you've been feeling lethargic or tired or just like no energy lately or sad. It's definitely their energy infiltrating yours. It's not really yours. So remember that. And I will say, like, I really do feel like they're using other means to try to manifest you back into the reality, especially with Aquarius here. You can have Aquarius energy and balancing with Libra too. It's a lot of air sign energy. Oh my god, yeah, rhodochrosite rhodochrosite is one of my favorite crystals in the world. That, Dambarite, and smoky quartz, honestly all of them. Rhodochrosite can improve your outlook on love and romance, especially if you're feeling defeated or uninspired. Rhodochrosite has purifying powers that soothe emotional stress and deflect negative energy. Turn to this pink stone to increase feelings of positivity and optimism in your dating life or partnership. Keeping this close to your heart in your coat pocket or a chain can also help you gain a better sense of yourself within a relationship, which can lead to more confidence and love. I would not be surprised if someone's literally trying to write letters, scripts, write you back into their life though. So this is going to be a choice for you, I feel. Like, are you going to fall into the old and go through the same thing? Which I know you are. I can feel your energy is like, fuck no. Or hold out a little bit more, and because the new energy feels like it's pretty much here. It's just a matter of you being like, no to the old. Yes, I desire someone who's connecting with my energy, like that cosmic love, like that soulmate type of love is what I feel. Because whoever this past energy is feels like the second they can feel you intertwining or entangling with someone else, that's what really kicks them into gear, because that's when I feel like they have a lot of wake up calls about, like, they know deep down they should have never left, but I feel like they had to do what they had to do is what I'm hearing. It's weird. But then knowing that you're actually gone is going to be like a whoa, you know? I really hope this helps. Make sure you subscribe. I post new videos every week, especially because TikTok's going down. I'm going to be posting here all the time. And I do zodiac readings as well for every month. So look out for that. That'll probably be my next video. I also post videos and things on my Instagram too. I'm going to go live here and on Instagram. So make sure you're following me on both. And yeah, I also have personal readings down below if you'd like one. I offer those too. Fast turnaround time is all. I love you so much. Talk to you soon. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. We're going to find out who has you on their mind and why. Super excited. I did pull some cards from other decks. Angel. I was literally getting that. A spirit guide reaching out, offering you help, right? But it's beyond a spirit guide. To me, it feels like an actual deity, saint, goddess type of vibe. Someone trying to help, a type of vibe. I'm describing goddess. It's crazy. You get what I'm saying. It's a being that's offering you assistance to alleviate some pain, or it feels like a current situation too. Getting yourself out of a situation. Angel, beggar, goddess, what did I say? Child wounded. A part opens the learning path of forgiveness. I feel like you're being called to, first of all, if you've asked for help, you've been heard, you're being helped. You also have to put in the work, especially when it comes to forgiveness, forgiving someone. Forgive them for they know not what they do. That's what I'm hearing. especially child wounded, something could have happened that really inflamed a really old wound and kind of made you remember and realize like, oh, that's how I used to live my life. That's so intense. Because I feel like I digress or regress. You get it. How can you love yourself more? Confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Goddess. Especially if there's specific goddesses who keep coming out to you, there's a reason for that. You have qualities within you that they also exude, and they're helping you with whatever their main energy stream is. They're trying to remind you that you have that within yourself too, and to not forget that, to remember that. Taurus energy, you could have Taurus energy. I am ready for love. Love yourself first. That's another thing too. I feel like something was in Pisces. I almost said Taurus again. Pisces. Getting real too. I feel like if you were on the up and up and things were going good and then something kind of feels like it knocked you off your path, it was to show you too where you actually where certain things from childhood are still impacting or affecting how you're showing up in life, or especially if someone treated you a certain way. This is a good thing because it's going to help you from repeating it or experiencing the same type of, I want to say, abuse as you experienced in childhood in a partnership or in a new energy. Or if you have a fear of something repeating or happening again that happened to you in your childhood, this is going to be something that helps. Yeah, clear intensity, Scorpio. Okay. Sister sign energy, Taurus and Scorpio. Could have even been with a sister or sibling. I'm seeking revenge, bitch. What? Okay, this is another thing too. Being very mindful where you get lost in the sauce of relationships before you actually vet if the person's for you. Because I feel like there's something where it's like I'm repeating a cycle. I'm attracted to you because you're a match to what I'm going to repeat and what I believe about myself, versus I'm a match to you and I'm attracted to you because while still knowing that I have control of my own reality and I don't just lose myself in love off the bat. Like, it's really, I feel like, kind of being in fight or flight and looking to a relationship to take me out of that, if that makes sense. Anyway, because Scorpio has an intuitive nature that allows them to feel and understand other people's feelings on a deep level. They often define their relationship early on, even in their first encounter and conversation with a potential partner. Okay, if I'm seeking revenge, every song reminds me of you. I don't feel ready. Also be mindful too if something triggered you and made you feel heartbroken to the extent it's like, do not let something not working out in your favor, quote unquote, not working out in your favor, reflect everything's the same or this always happens. No. You have to, as much as you're asking the universe to help alleviate the pain, you also have to recognize where it's your turn to put certain things into effect and recognize allowing a relationship to unfold more before getting into it, because I feel like something inflamed. Like, I'm so tired even feeling into this energy too. I feel very exhausted. I feel like I have a headache. I feel like, which also to me kind of indicates that I'm not seeing something for what it really is. I'm not seeing something clearly. I'm seeing it based out of like my pain body. If you feel rejected by someone, I feel like it's really important for you to kind of change the narrative. Rejection is redirection. I wouldn't even use the R word. I would not use the rejection word. You can't give someone else that much power over your own happiness and your own clarity and your own love. Because I really feel like it's important for you to remember who the fuck you are and how you're supported. You're chosen by the divine. Goddess energy is coming to you. Angel energy is coming to you. You're being helped, loved, nurtured, supported. Do you not realize what a blessing that is? How you're being chosen by pure divine love and energy. And instead it's like, oh, I feel really sad because of this. No, you need to love yourself first, especially with I'm ready for love. Are you ready for love, or are you ready for... Because to me, with love yourself first coming right after that, and how I said that in the beginning, self-esteem, again, it's your choice. I feel like especially if there's a lot of relationships where you're like, I hope they like me, or if I hope that I'm their type. The fuck? You have to move through life like you are everyone's type. Like you're the best. You know that you're There's no such thing as type when it comes to you. You are beauty, you are grace, you know? Do not get back at someone, especially if it feels like I'm doing this petty back and forth. Posting online, trying to get their attention. No. Anyone who's choosing you is not fucking worth your time or day, I promise you. 10 of Swords, Page of Swords. Yeah, there's social media shit going on. The Sun, Ace of Swords, to get them to reach out to you. Nope. Stand up. And I'm saying this so you don't have to deal with another day of pain and suffering. Stand up. Stand up. Because you'll keep going through the same pain until you fucking stop it. And look at yourself and realize what a gift you are, how much value you have. Not value and demand that you receive something for the value, but you are valuable. You hold value. And if someone can't see that, you guys aren't a match. I feel like a lot of the time we'll get into relationships for comfort, not because they're actually for us, you know? It's more so wanting to prove that we aren't going to be rejected after we felt rejected and wanting to feel chosen after feeling rejected that's coming in, rather than literally being like, oh yeah, I like this person. I don't know if you actually like the person or you felt rejected by them and you want to be chosen now. This feels harsh. I don't mean for it to feel harsh, but it's like there's two extremes. It's like I'm this goddess, but then it's like, am I? Unawakened. Another thing too, be mindful of how you call someone out for simply just not being a match. Or it's like, oh, they're asleep, or oh, they don't recognize, or oh, they don't realize. All it does is keep you stuck. Because you should never have to beg anyone for your love, energetically especially, and they can pick up on that. 95% of communication is subconscious. So when you're constantly, think about it, every time you think about someone or wondering what they're up to or da-da-da-da, you're blowing up their energetic phone. Like you're blowing up their, they can feel it. That's why when someone starts detaching, people cling harder because they can feel the shut off. They're not getting as many notifications. Where are you going? I'm also getting a fix off of you paying me so much attention. If you could see that they were getting a high, I don't think this person's actually getting a high off of you giving them attention, let's be real. I feel like you have to see that it's not them that you want, it's what you think you're going to get on the other side of being chosen. Because truly for you, I'm telling you right now, this would not be a dynamic that you actually want. I feel like they're actually on your mind and you're wondering why you're not on theirs. And then you guys are trying to help you and it's like, but, okay. Summer, Libra. August 6th to September 21st, June 21st to August 5th. And then visionary, feeling hopeful and empowered, thinking positively, moving forward, beginning to think about or plan a future with imagination or wisdom. I also feel like you're meant to do that too, because with the 10 of Swords coming out, but then following with the 10 of Swords and the Page of Swords coming out, I really do feel like you might be heartbroken, especially like about a message you received and those types of things. And I do feel like you want help and want out. I feel like this all came out to remind you that if this happened the way it did, you're being set up for something so much better. Even if you feel like this is the thing that you really want, who you're becoming wouldn't want this. They wouldn't. Oh, unawakened. I'm fearful of letting go with what I have and what I know. That's another thing too. Do not be this way. Fearful of letting go. Libra. Anyone who's acting to you like they can't make up their mind about you is reflecting where you're not making up your mind about yourself. Because again, like I was saying before, it's like I'm in this goddess, but then am I? Nothing should ever be able to make you waver from who you are that heavily. Balancing so much Libra energy. It's gonna be really important for you to recognize that a relationship goes beyond the tasks that you want to do in love. Oh my god, my hair. You know? Don't you want what you really want? Instead of trying to ask for it and fight for it and never really get it, like this is setting you up to get what you really want. You have to see it like that. And I take it from me as someone who went from feeling like I had to beg to be chosen, 2 years being going from begging to be chosen, not seeing my own worth, to over time, slowly but surely going into seeing my own worth, going through a relationship, being cheated on, all those things, breaking up, grieving that, needing a replacement because I felt so sad and I just didn't want to be alone, and I was so grieving, but I also wanted to be in love again because I missed that feeling of love and I felt like it was ripped from me. Then I get into a relationship where it's fucking intense and chaotic and controlling, to the point where once that's over, I decide I never, ever, ever am going to be in a relationship for the sake of being in a relationship ever fucking again. I'm telling you this because sometimes it's like you realize you don't need to be traumatized. Love shouldn't be traumatizing. To then going into accepting myself, my psychic gifts, my psychic abilities, my ears ringing, and all these things, and going to a relationship. Well, yes, that also came with its own can of worms. At the same time, I was accepted and loved and appreciated for my gifts. You know? It's like life really does reflect what you do to yourself. So the more you appreciate yourself, the more you'll be appreciated. The more you see yourself as valuable, the more you'll be valued. And when you see yourself as valuable, you're also discerning. And you can recognize, you're not really giving me what I want. I'm projecting you like you are so I can feel comfortable and feeling like I finally can have the love that I've been waiting for. But you don't really give me what I want. Give yourself time to get to know someone. I remember my best friend, Donna, she'd always say, you need to wait like 6 months before dating someone and be like, yeah, right, not me. I fall hard. I fall fast. I love. She was so right. Now, that's what I do. Well, I don't date anyone now because I'm in recovery. I'm just kidding. But I'm still like healing. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like when I know, I'll know. And that's the thing. I feel like that's what you're coming into. When you know, you'll know. Yes, you can still your eyes can still wander. You can still look. You can still peek in the meantime. But to me, it feels like take whatever just happened and be thankful that it didn't work out because it's setting you up for something so much better. And when you have that mentality and that belief, it will be so. And if you take it like, this always happens, careful. You just might ride this roller coaster one more time. Love you. Oh, also, sorry. Make sure you subscribe and post new videos every week. And also follow me on Instagram too. I'm going to go live on Instagram and do live questions like I was on TikTok since TikTok is disappearing. And also, I'm going to go live on here too, probably. I also have personal readings too if you'd like to book a personal reading. They're fast turnaround time too. So I appreciate you so much. I hope you have the most beautiful week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Right when I picked up this deck, I heard who's your daddy. So sorry. In the meantime, could be a father, could be a parent who, I don't know if they have you on their mind. Kinda. It's like someone who's like, I feel like, hey, you're ignoring. Because I'm seeing like voicemail after voicemail after voicemail, but it was not something that was easy to release or let go of. Okay, anyway, gossip. Awakens consideration for feelings of others, honoring trust. Trust feels like it was broken with whoever this is. Mother, father. Your parents could have kept secrets from you. Abusive authority, dictator, dictator control. I can't say that word, obviously. Not because it's bad, but because I literally can't pronounce it for some odd reason. Father, mother. Deep father, mother healing. Also, they could be passed on, trying to right their wrongs or help you, especially with rescuer. Journey into your heart. Oh, yeah. This is more so symbolic, is what it feels like. Healing secrets, healing being lied to, healing feeling left out, hearing from word of mouth the truth instead of from who you should have heard it from. And I really do feel like this is the type of lesson that's carried on because it's kind of like, bitch, I'm tired. I feel like this is carried on in friendships. I also feel like there's like a grandma on the other side who's like trying to wake up. Saturn returns interlude by Ariana Grande is playing in my head. So you could be going through your Saturn return or about to. Wake up. Journey into your heart, unpack the past. Oh, You know what though, this is a good thing. If this is coming up right now, that means that whatever you release is going to free you up so beautifully and so heavily that whatever is next is so much better. I feel like when all this past energy comes up to just be released, you're on the precipice of something so majorly new, beautiful, and exciting, and an answer to your prayers. So I really do feel like a father healing and mother healing is coming up right now. There's a reason for that. More so of letting go of resentment of the feminine energy for lying, and then, or even being pick-me-shas. Sorry, all love, but like mother energy being a pick-me and kind of like feeling like you were put to the side for a man, you know? Like if your mom didn't defend you against your dad, or even a brother, like Sagittarius. Love letter to you. Yeah, I feel like you had to go about it alone. I feel like it was very tiring and exhausting. And as much as you are away from it now and past it now and probably independent, live, laugh, loving on your own, to me, I really do feel like these things are coming up to remind you to be free of it so you can have better, more healthy, harmonious relationships, not only with other people, with yourself especially. Because I really do feel like Mean by Taylor Swift, someday I'll be living in a big old city and all you're ever going to be is mean. I feel like you have to forgive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I also feel too you pick up on a lot of and have regurgitated a lot of, or even inherited a lot of anxiety from your parents, but it's because of how they treated you when they were in this anxious state and you were receiving it. So I feel like you can send a lot of that back now, especially with love letter to you. I feel like that's going to help you unpack the past and going back in and kind of taking your younger self and being like, hey, it's okay, I'm here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I don't trust you. I'm telling you, there's something where someone lied to you. When life has got you feeling dizzy, overwhelmed, or disoriented, recenter yourself by focusing your attention on your surroundings using the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. Take note of 5 things you see, 4 things you hear, and 3 things you smell, 2 things you feel, and 1 thing you taste. Say them each out loud. Sorry. I don't trust you. I have a secret. Love will keep us together. It's like one of those things where they think that we're family. You should just be able to, but like it's your right to not want to be around them anymore because of what's happened. However, I feel like it's important for you to know that you have to really ask yourself not to go back into them, but now it feels like, I feel like you feel like, yes, I freed myself, I've moved on. But to me, if this wouldn't be coming up in this way, if a new level or a new layer wasn't meant to unfold or unwind, to me, it feels like releasing even the guilt that you feel too, because what you see in one is what you are capable of doing as well or have done. And I feel like maybe you're even called to forgive yourself for something that you've done that has hurt someone else. I am so jealous. Also, you could have had jealous siblings, jealous sister, jealous brother, even the mother could have been jealous of you and like the attention that you got. It's bizarre. I don't want to go too hard because I was gonna say it's fucking weird, but I don't want to go too hard because it's like still family. I have trust issues. This makes me so sad. I'm planning on calling you soon. I feel like you feel bamboozled. Even your mom might have gossiped about you and you're like, girl, what the fuck? You might feel like, it's interesting. I feel like, and it reminds me of this one quote that I saw where it's like, when your children are adults, how they talk to you and how frequently they communicate with you or how much they're around you really shows how you treated them in childhood, like now that they have their own control. So I feel like especially parents were like, we're a team against you. It's like, wow, I don't feel like I'm not accepted here. Strength, Leo energy can be significant. 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands. A lot of Leo energy and Pisces energy too. What is this? I feel like before they would get off, or not get off, but like get by, even by with 9 of Cups, feeling like they could have a reason for what they did. Of course, everyone has a reason for why they do what they do. Doesn't mean that it is valid. Doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. Why do they have you on in their mind? Inner turmoil. Someone feels bad for something. I feel like father energy feels bad. Feeling worried, conflicted, agitated, and unhappy with life's choices. Especially if they're older now and they're reflecting. 4 for 4. 4 for 4. Okay. Who has unawakened? I even feel too you've dated people who are not conscious like parents, but you've been hyper conscious because you were aware. It's like you had a lot of empathy and didn't want to hurt animals and loved animals. And yeah, I just feel like you had like aggressive, overbearing, grandiose, my way or the highway, I'm top dog family members. Fear of losing their old life, feel something is missing, is in denial, physically ignoring the connection. And again, they just feel unawakened. What are these? Visionary summary. This came out for pile 3 too. You might have chosen pile 3. They might even try to just move on like nothing happened. And you're like, we can't do that. Okay. Who's thinking of pile 4? Who's on rebuilding? Again, I do feel like they're trying to help. Juggling. I do feel like they're at least trying to do right by what they've done. Gluttonous gossip. Gossip! Why the fuck are they opening their mouths about their child? Also, you couldn't even deal with people who always come to you wanting you to save them and gossiping about. You could just deal with gossiping energy and you're like, why? I do feel like they want to rebuild. It's going to be up to you though. I don't feel like you're it feels like it's going to be really important for you to use a violet flame to alchemize and transmute this pain and forgive. Violet Tara. I feel like one of the biggest things, especially because it's like passed on loved one energy. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Violet flame, like free yourself. I feel like I want to cry. 6 of Cups, sibling too. I feel like you're unearthing a lot of things that you had experienced, and I do feel like people were kind of quick to aggressively communicate, especially with Knight of Swords, 5 of Wands. I didn't even see the 5 of Wands. I just saw the Knight of Swords. Literally aggressively communicate and then act like everything's fine. But for you, I feel like no, it's not all fine. Yeah, someone's jealous of you, and it feels like who's supposed to protect you and nurture you. It's almost like I feel like you have such a strong pull towards justice, and even people call you the devil's advocate when it's rooted in the fact that no one stood up for you in the way that you deserved. It's like if your parent had a favorite and they always defended them even though they were the one who were like fucking on you, you know? Or it's like they acted like they were their baby and they went through so much, but you went through everything that they went through and more. So I feel like you were kind of designated to go through life, or designed to go through life with your own ambition and your own power and your own independence and your own ability to rise and persevere and not need anyone's support and be coddled, because that helps you and inspires you to do better. I really would tell you, the more you heal this, I feel like you're going to be of great service to other people if you so choose to be, and help them heal family issues, because I really do feel like there's a lot of family issues that run rampant in everywhere. I mean, think about karmically inherited, even with the anxiety energy being inherited, it's not even yours. So I feel like you're going to help a lot of people if you so choose that. Surrender and forgive, not to excuse the behavior, but to set you free. Because it feels like the person, the physical person, is just doesn't know how to conflict, does not know conflict resolution. They're just trying to move. It's like no one ever talked about anything, and it's stacked. So it's not that they're not wanting to address your feelings, they don't know how to take responsibility. They could have been the type to just like start buying you things too, and they felt bad. Or yeah, Leo energy is pretty strong here. Even Scorpio. I want to know who's with you though, because I do feel like a guide. Taurus. Belief makes manifest, thoughts attract and create. Babaji as well. Spiritual awakening, interconnectedness, understanding the inner workings. This is Hanuman. Let God's love hold you in strength. I don't know why I'm crying. I've been so emotional like the past 2 days. I don't even know why. I'm good, I swear. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Kali Ma. Cut the cord to drama, fear, and limitation. I really do feel like this is like unraveling and uncoding something so much bigger than you too. And genuinely, I feel like your ancestors are like, thank you for doing what couldn't have been done before. Like, thank you for doing what I wasn't strong enough to do, essentially. I didn't know how to do. I didn't know you could do. Hanuman literally came to me in yoga. I was like, who is this monkey-headed god? My mom didn't know, so I Googled it. And literally been popping up everywhere ever since. It's devoted. Like, saints come to you, saints call you before you ever see them. So if you've been seeing a certain saint or anything like that, or ascended master come to you, they're getting your attention for a reason, especially Lady Portia, and Jesus, connected to forgiveness, alchemy. They want you to be free of this so you can help others be free. Help yourself be free. To enjoy, to not carry this like a ball and chain subconsciously, you know? Karmic release, let go of the need to be right. My throat. I wonder if you've dealt with a lot of throat chakra stuff. It's like my tonsils. When you serve, the universe serves you. Jesus. You have a different soul family. This feels like soul family. Oh, when I pick this up, look, it's flipped. Joan of Arc. There's someone else too. Do not be afraid. Stand up for your beliefs. Another thing too with let go of the need to be right. You may even realize that these people aren't worth expressing yourself to because they don't know how to process, and they'll apologize when you no longer feel like you have to prove yourself to them or stand up. You'll recognize that they're not anyone worth standing up to. Metatron and Sandalphon. Synchronicity, divine connection, understanding lessons. There's lessons in this. Also, I almost said Saint Germain. Saint Germain, yes. Joan of Arc. Power. You're going to help a lot of other people come in to speak their own truth and wake up to a lot of things. This may seem like it's difficult because you're going at it alone, and you may have been forced to feel like you didn't belong where you were meant to feel like you belong. And that's going to help you help so many other people finally feel like they belong too. So this pile is the road less traveled, very powerful, very beautiful. Who has you on your mind is you. In the future, your higher self guiding you through the adversity to help other people, to remember why you came here. And to not let anyone stop you from doing what you came here to do. Everything was preparing you for this moment. Everything was preparing you to understand overcoming jealousy, realizing that you couldn't ever get someone to see their own worth and value if they didn't see it in themselves. The more you tried to, the more they tried to tear you down. No, I feel like one of the biggest things is other people's opinions, right? Taking them on. Maybe you learned this too from parents. It's almost like felt like you weren't as pretty as someone else. And I feel like they intentionally did that because they actually saw you as someone who was more than them. It's like someone who's always comparing themselves to you made you compare yourselves to everyone else, if that makes sense. Okay, take that how it resonates, whatever. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you're gonna let someone else have their opinions of you, tell you who you are, when they're coming at you from a critical mind. And then you're gonna become critical mind too, and they're gonna gain power now. The only opinions you should take are of appreciation and genuine support and up-leveling, you know? Someone who wants to see you do well, so not someone who's diminishing your light. Thank you so much for watching Pile 4. I really hope this helps. I also do offer personal readings if you would like them, the light. If you'd like them, I do have them linked below. I'm also going to start going live on here and on Instagram too, so make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Make sure you like the video too. It helps boost my videos out. Rest in peace, TikTok. If you found me or followed me from TikTok, thank you. I'm glad we all came here together. I love you so much. Stay tuned for my next video. Have the most beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon.